Alright, quick drive-through video of A Forbes State Park. I'm not going to identify every single campsite, as I got a walkthrough video where I did that fairly well. I was going to go through the park in general. But we've been here all week, first time here. Been a great campsite. You go straight here, you got the campground ahead of you. You turn right, you got the marina, restaurant, some picnic areas, a beach which is currently closed, another boat ramp, plenty of good fishing places. Hang a left and there's just a little pond back there they stock with trout during the spring and fall. And that pond is a nice little area to go walk around if you just want to appreciate some peace and quiet. This park is loaded with wildlife. You'll see plenty of deer walking around through here. When I say plenty, there is a lot of deer walking around here. You'll see things like box turtles walking around. We've seen like 3 or 4 of those now. Groundhogs, whatever. If you come here, do not follow your MapQuest or whatever on, not MapQuest, but whatever app you have on your phone. If you do, it might pop you in from the north end like it did us, and it puts you in on a road that should never have a travel trailer getting pulled down it. I mean, we made it, but it was just a horrible road coming down. I had originally planned on taking 57 all the way to Salem and coming in that way, and I definitely should have. So off here to the left, you have a little drive back into a field, and then there are some fishing ponds back there. They're not where you park right at the pond. They're off in the trees a little bit. I don't know how far back. I didn't walk back to them, but there are fishing ponds back there. We've just been fishing in the lake and having great luck, so we're just sticking with that. Up here on the left, you got a 2-lane dump station. On the first part of it is drinking water in both lanes, and then the far end of it is your dump for when you leave. You do have, here in the campground, you do have a fish cleaning station. Not in the campground, I'll show you as we drive by it. Right up here, that roof you see is a fish cleaning station that's lit up at night. And I was back there cleaning catfish last night that I caught. Great little fish cleaning station. You got access to water. There's chutes for dropping any fish remnants down. So here we are at the campsite, or campground I should say. Off to the right, you got sites 1 through 52, and then on the left, you got the rest of them. It says 53 through 84 on the sign, but there's more than just that back there. Currently, right now, this side, like that is site 1. So you got sites 1, 3 is over here, 2 is over there. I'm not going to do that with all these. But they are nice little campsites. Or not little, they're nice campsites. Most of them are long enough for me, which is, I have a 31-foot travel trailer, and I'd have no problem camping at almost any of these. In my walkthrough video, I did point out which ones are shorter, but the website makes you believe that the campsites are all shorter, or a lot of them are shorter, and that is absolutely not the case. You have a trail back here that goes back to a marina that is just fantastic. Like, my kids loved walking back there. This is off site 26 is right there. That's 27. The trail goes right back between them, but you got maybe a quarter-mile walk through the woods and then a floating walkway across a small part of the lake, and then a boat dock, marina. The marina has a little restaurant, which is fine. Got burgers, fries, ice cream, things like that. You're not gonna go there and eat a steak. But again, all these sites are fairly long. Most of them are shaded, some aren't. Got a nice clean washroom. I mentioned we went fishing. You get a lot of largemouth bass. According to the one campground worker, they got very large stripers in this lake. We caught a lot of catfish. That's what we were mainly fishing for. Got the shower house off to the right, which is nice and clean. Playground behind that. Back here you got walk-in tent camping. Which again, the walkthrough video I had walks back to every one of these campsites. Bit of a drive back here, but that also makes it where you're somewhat secluded. Nice, should be nice and quiet. I'm just going to turn around back here, but again, you can look at the walkthrough sites or my walkthrough video and see each individual campsite. That's the parking area for it. The thing that drew us down to this area actually is we were looking at a Southern Illinois magazine, and it had an ad for the Salem Aquatic Center, and I got 11 and 13-year-old daughters. They saw the Salem Aquatic Center 2 years ago and were just excited to go there and try it. Well, we went to the Salem Aquatic Center and it was great. Kids loved it. They got a park, but it's part of the Salem Park District, of course, and the rest of the park is fantastic as well. Tons of playground equipment for the kids to play on. My daughters didn't spend too much time there a little bit, but 13-year-old wasn't all that interested, and we spent a lot of time at the pool and wanted to get back, have some dinner, and go fishing. They do have one cabin here. Believe that's site 45. They have not had a campground host here at all while we were here, but it hasn't been an issue. They got plenty of park workers to come by and are available for you. This is the north side. Starts with site 53 right here. It's got to be 54. Got to have my numbers backwards for the cabin. Yeah, cabin's 54. But all these sites are plenty long. They're pretty much all, as you can see, fairly shaded. I don't want to get the little kid in the video over there. That's my campsite. That's 86. If you come in for 86, you're better off coming in the way I just came through and looping around, or pulling right in, because they are pull-throughs. And that way your fire pit, your electric, all that are on the right side. I did not mention this yet. A lot of the sites here have shared utility poles. So you're going to want an RV extension cord for a lot of these sites. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to reach to plug in. This site right here is my favorite out of all of them. That overlooks the lake that you can hopefully see back there. That is site 83. And I don't know how well it's showing up. Should be showing up decent. Like, got a good view overlooking the lake. This site seems short. It's 84. But that's another one that I'd take that overlooks the lake a little bit. But that one's a little funky. But if it's available, I might stay in it next time. So again, that site right there that you're looking at is 86. That's where I'm at. 88 is right next to it. We picked it because it's nice and close to the shower house. Not having to do some terribly long walk. I'll shoot down this last section of campsites and then I'll cut over by the marina and the lake. Little kid off to the side. Always try and avoid getting children in my videos, just to respect people's privacy, and I'm a little overprotective of my daughters, so try and be just as protective of other people's kids as well. That right there, just to point out a site, is site 111. And the electric is right there. This is site, well, both of these, I guess you got electric. There's a whole lot of these that you really need an RV extension cord. See if I can get through here without running over a bunch of bikes. I will also mention this is the week of 4th of July, and you can see how empty this campground is. I don't know if it's like this all the time. If it is, it's a hidden gem, because like I said, we might be coming back here more. Pretty much everybody in my family is like, this is our new favorite camping spot, especially for the fishing aspect of it. Like, we've had great success fishing for catfish here. We've been taking like a number 6 circle hook, throwing some, we dice up some chicken breast, throw 2 packets of cherry Kool-Aid in there and some garlic powder, let it sit overnight, and then we use that for bait. And it's been very productive, especially at nighttime. Both bullhead and channel cats. There's the fish cleaning station again. You do have one dumpster there. I'm not quite sure what that's for, if I just overflow or what. You got maybe just a little bit closer for walking. You got the 2 dumpsters there, which are the ones we've been using, and then the dump stations. Again, here's the fishing ponds. And there's hunter parking. They do allow hunting here in certain areas. I would have to guess that if you're a deer hunter, you could have a great time here. But there's just so many deer that I also wonder if I don't know. I used to hunt and it's no fun sometimes when there's an abundance. I should mention there are various trails throughout here. I've only gone on one of them. The trail I went on is nice. It's nice, clean. I just didn't come down here to do a lot of hiking, so up here we're coming back to the main entrance to the campground, or to the state park, up here by the office. I'll hang a left, cruise down by the marina and the little restaurant. The lake here has no horsepower limitations on it, so you can come here with basically any boat you want, I think. This right ahead of me is the walkway to get back to the campground. Like, the campsite's literally right up there on top of the hill. The two campsites that they're in between, I think it was 26 and 27. So you got maybe a quarter-mile walk down the hill, and then that floating walkway, and then the marina. We tried fishing here and we didn't have any luck, but we were just using artificial bait. We weren't using worms and a bobber. I'm sure you came down here with worms and a bobber. The kids could have a ton of fun. They got an outdoor seating area, indoor seating area. That's the restaurant. Hopefully the glare and the sun ain't messing with it too much. You got 2 outdoor washrooms. They do allow water skiing and tubing on the lake. You see a lot of that. There is a designated area for water skiing and tubing. But there's plenty of people out here doing it every day. Like, the lake isn't packed by any means. But you'll see like 2 or 3 boats out there at the most, pulling skiers or tubers. I don't think I've seen any jet skis out here yet. I'm sure there are at times, but I don't think I've seen any. Which, if I was a boater, I would find that very nice. Got plenty of picnic areas. I'm not going to go into all of them, but I got the picnic area back there with playground equipment. Some of these picnic areas, possibly all of them, have fishing areas as part of it. I'll show you the spots that I've been fishing while I've been here on the way by, and it's just nice and close to the vehicle. Don't have to worry about trees or anything. is a youth camping area, which is back in this area. At the end of this road is another boat ramp and washroom / fish cleaning area. It seems like the other boat ramp is used more. Like there's always more trailers out there and trucks. But I don't know, this one I just see as being nicer, other than you don't have the restaurant and marina there. But if it was me, like when I had a boat, I never filled up at marinas. I did like once or twice, but it was always fill up the boat before I took it out at a gas station because you got cheaper fuel. More picnic areas. I mean, there's plenty of them that I drove by without pointing out, but more picnic areas with playground equipment. I think they all overlook the lake. I guess just my view as I'm driving. So this is where I went fishing most of the nights. This area right in here. I just backed the truck right up to the water. And there you can see people skiing. Well, not skiing yet, but the skiers in the water. So that was a great fishing spot. Caught sunfish there, catfish, bullhead. And a short drive away is the other boat ramp. And like I said, we were there last night. That's another trail going off. There's a lot of trails here. But again, I've only tried one of them. Slowing down just there's the boat cruising along, pulling the skier. Looks like one other boat out there that has a tuber picnic area right in front of us. I should also mention these campsites, aside from needing an RV extension cord for a lot of the campsites, definitely fill up with water at the dump station when you come in. There are water spigots throughout the campground, but not any for hookup while you're here. Just run a hose to them, fill up your tank, and let others do the same. This right here is the dam. There's a small spillway down to the bottom of it. Nothing fishable or anything down there really that I could see. If you're hiking through a lot of trees and whatever else. But just a small dam, nothing big. And then this right alongside here, you got rocks there, and then the grassy area up here. That's where we were fishing last night and did great with catfish. My 11-year-old excited because she caught the biggest fish of her life here. Which, she's 11, it ain't. Wasn't huge, it's just, for her, she's excited. It was probably a 4 or 5 pound catfish. But you got dual lane boat ramp, some docks over there, and then the parking area, washroom, and finally, that right over there is another fish cleaning station. But that's it. A Forbes State Park. Highly recommend it. Southern Illinois near Salem. Come here, I guarantee you'll have a fantastic time.